Hello， 哎，小心 camera， ，hello， OK， 男和尚2位哈，三个，过来，这是你们几位和尚的东西 ，OK， 我叫他们买的，打开看看，一样的话，打开看看，给他们看看，那个是给他们一包一包拿走的，一样的哈，真的吗？不过不应该一样的，那大和尚他们那个拖鞋比较大啊。哪一个比较大的？不是都一样 size？ OK， 好了，都是一样颜色，不是吧？Sorry guys, no need, relax, no need。一样啊，差不多哈。啊，那个 ，OK， 拿给我看就好了。还有看一下好了啊 ，OK， 哇，还好吧？放在他们后面，等一下看看哪一个适当就转，不适当不转 ，OK 。对不起啦，他们台湾人应该知道和尚是转什么东西呀？啊，中国人不可能说不知道了。越南人也不能说不知道和尚是转什么的，颜色那深一点差一点是还可以，就是这个是演戏用的啊。你们拿出来，哪个能用就用，不能用还给他们好吗？哎，对不起了，帮忙一下，我一个人真忙不过来。我刚才想早一点过来，而是又被最后那个电话啊，最后那个文件呢、就挡掉了 ，OK， 挡了一点时间了啊。一个文件不是这样键就走，不是啊，那联系很多东西，要看看对不对等等。OK，How many of you are Westerners? Come here and sit around me. Come here. You don't see me often. Come around, sit in front here, in front there, and in front here. Okay?And when I walk on your shoulders. You carry me. There's some more here. Just joking, my God. You guys can't take a joke? Yeah, you see, I have to be like a general of the army or something. 供养。供养三宝，供养三宝。OK， 你带下去给他们啊，不用动了，不用动，很难走了，现在都被占了。供养三宝啊，供养三宝，佛法圣。然后那个等一下你们处理 ，OK， 呀，帮忙处理一下，我真的太忙了。OK 啦啊 ，Do you understand what it means by losing worth? Every little thing makes me lose face. Yeah, make me yell, make me angry. It's just provoking like that because of the loss of worth. And even if the protectors are standing around, even if the angels are around, they cannot do anything. The losing of worth made people slander Buddha. The losing of worth made people crucify Jesus. The losing of worth made people persecute Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, for example, or not listening to Guru Nanak or Krishna or whomever in our history of spiritual hierarchy. Do you understand now why the Master has to suffer? Because he has many disciples. The more disciples he has, the less worthy he becomes in the spiritual domain, meaning other gods cannot help, angels cannot do anything. He's à la merci of whatever world he stays in. And if it's too much, then of course the Master has to be maybe, crucified like Jesus Christ or Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, for example. If not, then there will be slandering him or her or doing anything at all, just every day provoking trouble. So that the Master looks very bad, loses his face, looks like an ordinary person, gets angry, yells. There's no respectful type of behavior. These are some of the small examples that you can see. Otherwise, you don't know what it means by losing worth. Otherwise, why do you think the Son of God, Jesus Christ, so mighty, Son of God, had been harassed, chased, hunted, until finally they killed him in such a way which was worse than a criminal? They even forgave one of the criminals at that time, and instead they crucified Jesus in his place. So in case you want to be master of any kind, please think again or be prepared. Anything you see is just a tip of the iceberg. There are more internal and even external that you have no chance to see. Not at all had any chance to be near the Master at that time or those times to witness. Yeah, okay? This is just almost zero. Or in the kitchen or upstairs on the 4th floor before, these are all just very small things that you could even see. Mostly you're not with me. You don't understand. All this is because of the loss of worth, temporarily. But then another batch of disciples comes, and another batch of outsiders comes. Or the Master has to do something for the world, then losing worth again. It's not like it ever can be regained so quickly, or keep it. Except if you don't have disciples anymore, or you don't see them, then it may be less. Less doesn't mean none. It's not only that. For example, if I stay in Europe, other Asian countries will, wish in their hearts to get together, pray that Master comes back to Asia. And when I come back to Asia, don't just leave me alone. It's easy to come and go to see me. No, wishing that I go to Vietnam, wishing I go to China instead. Just because I speak Vietnamese and my body was born there, they think I'm Vietnamese and they want me there, like a possession. Just for the country to be more prosperous or blessed it in some way, just for Vietnam. And then all the Chinese people want me to be there. And because of all this mismatch and selfish wishes, I cannot always stay anywhere stably and safely just to take care of you. To keep moving all the time exhausts me and wastes a lot of my time. I want you to change your mindset. Just whatever you wish for me to be alive, at least so that you can come to see me wherever I am. That's the only thing you should wish for. Don't drag me here, pull me there, push me forward, and drag me back. It's terrible for me every day to have to deal with all this kind of conflicting energy. I have dogs, and I have a lot of things I have to move. If I move, I have to move a lot. And then I have Supreme Master television staff, many things I have to take care of, and business also. So please, cut it out. Sometimes it's so much conflicting energy against each other. I just want to leave. I just want to go. Disappear. Disappear completely. And then you won't see me anymore. No matter where. Taiwan or Europe or wherever. Or I will keep changing my place. So that you cannot keep wanting this and that or possessing me in a different country. If my destiny is to be in Taiwan, then I stay in Taiwan. You don't force the issue. You don't give me so much pressure. Just because you think I'm Vietnamese or I'm Chinese or even I'm ex-Mongolian or ex-Korean king or whatever. That's the past. Maybe the body I borrowed was from Vietnam, but by no means do I belong to the Vietnamese people. That is too square, okay? Too small, too un-Zen, yeah? Too un-practitioners of higher altitude. If you want to really liberate yourself, and even your families, your generations, your country, just practice hard, sincerely, for the sake of yourself and for all beings. Do you see I treat my family specially in any way ever? Yes? No. Even my family members. Of course I wanted them to sit here, but they say, never mind, we also disciples. We will sit down there. My sister and niece and nephew, they never want anything special. Did you ever see me sitting them right in front of me at your expense? Yes or no? Ever? No. And even last time I could not come out to see you for some sad event I didn't want to tell you about. They came with you and they went home like you. I did not call them to my house or my special place or send a special driver to come and get them to see me specially just because they are my so-called family members. Did you see anything like that? No. No. And I don't take all my hard-earned money to give to them so they have a flashy car or, better houses. Nothing. I bought one house for my parents. That is for sure I did. It was not much, in Vietnam at that time, 30 years ago, very cheap, and has like 4 levels. Yes. And then my brother-in-law wanted to buy another new house for his daughter, and I said, no, you stay together. That's a inheritance from my parents. You should treasure it, and you should stay together to help each other. It's easier when you live together. It's easy to help each other. Do not just divide it. Many people have no house. Yeah? Not even a tent, a roof over their heads. Many refugees have nothing with them when they run. Just their lives, even if they can keep it. You know what the world is like, right? Why don't you compare to the lower income people or the less fortunate people? Why keep comparing to the higher up? Huh? You say you want to follow me, you learn from me, you learn nothing. Huh? You complain about water, about toilets, about everything. I complain about water just because it's dirty, unhygienic for me. And I am not young anymore just to take anything. I protect my body for you. Because I know you want me alive. Oh, don't you? Yes. Yeah. That's for sure. I tell you truly, honest to God, and all the angels around here, that if I die right now, I have no regrets. I don't care about this life to hang on to it. The more I live, the longer I suffer, that's all. Is this very clear to you, or? Yes. I truly live for you, for the world, for the animals, for all beings that suffer, that I have not enough chance and time to save. I want to live longer, as long as possible, until the world is all peaceful and loving and kind to one another. Then I don't care where I go, whatever they do to me, however the karma, treats me. Right now I have to take good care. That's all. And now they want to change my water to the tap water, meaning the community water from the government. They said, it's safer to drink. I said, no, it's okay. Before it wasn't filtered. So I asked for a filter, that's all. Now it's filtered already. Why change now? And now even in retreat, if I survive until now, I continue to survive. And the water is okay for me, I consider that very good. I'm lucky already. I am really grateful in my heart. Every little thing I have, I'm grateful. I earn money by my own means. Yeah, okay. I could have a palace. I could have at least a decent house, but I have never asked to build anything for me except some already existing house, and I sometimes bought it for the disciples. And then later it's too small, and we buy a bigger one. It's for everybody to use. I could have asked to build me some castle, smaller castle or something, long ago. I did not. I'm not happy even if I live in any luxurious house. I was very happy to live in the cave. Until they told me, Master, it's 21st century, you don't live in the cave anymore. I said, what's wrong with the cave? Very nice. But then they asked people to come and check, and the cave is corroded. It could collapse any time. So because of safety, I moved out, truly, reluctantly. I made the cave cozy with a beautiful double tent, and I have everything I need. I didn't even need the table because they make like stone table in there. That's perfect. When I first saw the cave, I was in love with it immediately. I couldn't wait until next morning to move. I moved right at midnight after group meditation. Yeah, I would love that cave, honestly. And I love the Spanish cave, and I love the cave in Sihu. I love all the simple things, simple life that I have. But to do what I do, I have to forsake the luxury of a simple life. That's, that's ironic, but that's why it is. For me, to have a simple life is a luxury, yes. You know why I respect the monks so much? Because of their ideal, okay? To live a simple life, unwanting many things in life, okay? And also because I look upon them as the life I wanted to have. I like to see them, at least to think that, oh, that's a wonderful life. Truly, I like it like that. I want it simple. No, I can't. It's okay. It's not the worst thing to do. Of course, yeah, but truly I would have loved to be free, more free, live a simple life like them, a couple pair of clothes, go anywhere, anytime, depend only on heavens, with not a care in the world. When you're tired, you sleep. When you're hungry, you eat. Everything is illusion anyway. What for you want this, want that? And what's the use anyway? And I'm old now. I know even better to know that you take nothing with you. Okay? It's just that I have to do what I have to do. And like it or not, I still have to do it. Yeah. All of us, I don't mean I'm the only one who has trouble. You also have your troubles. Yeah, sometimes you wish to be here, to just meditate with Master, eat some simple food the ashram provides so that you can advance more in your spiritual practice or whatever your dream is. But then you have to go back to your job, your family, your children, yeah, and the expected community, yeah. And that is also your pain. But we can't have everything in this life. I accept my lot. But I like the monk's life. Not necessarily they have to wear the monk's dress. It's just a symbol of freedom. This is all I can afford, okay? If we build more, of course we can. But then we will cut many, many hundreds, thousands of trees and plants and disturb a lot of animals. Nowadays, everywhere is already empty of trees and plants and greenery and natural already. If we continue, I'd rather change the retreat to a warmer season. Yes. And then we just sit in open air. You bring your tent. In case if it rains, you just quickly run there and zip up. And then you're safe. Nowadays, it's so convenient. Think of the Buddha. He sat under the Bodhi tree, at least for 40 some days. Then he got enlightenment. You sit under the roof for 40,000 years, maybe not. Think of Lord Mahavira, yeah? I wanted to read you some from the Tripitaka, Buddhist Sutta, some of them, yeah? Tripitaka is big, big, big. I cannot read it all to all, and it is not always necessary. But there's always something going on, and I have to pour out my calendar like that. By the way, I want to help advertising for that company, for the printer company, the publisher, okay, is in India. Actually, it's a good merit for them if I read them free for you, but in the legal sense, yeah, I might incur some debt or karma. And so I will make it up to them. I advertise their publication name, Sunny Publications. They have many other books, okay? Because Sunny, S like sunny, A like apple, H like hotel, hotel, N like November, I like international, okay? Huh? Sunny Publications, yes. They have many other books, okay? Very interesting. So if you want to buy something from them, you can order, and that's very good for them. Or email even. The book has many misspellings and misarrangements, but they have email, okay? I thought it was, long time ago. Remember, I have to correct. And I have to read for a long time in order to guess what they meant. I did guess right. Email Sunny at sunnypublications.com. Okay? So, actually, for television, depends on what television. You just advertise for a few seconds, you have to pay a lot. So I guess I paid the debt already. But I will donate something. In India, they don't earn a lot of money. I don't know if many people would buy this book. So I will donate some money, okay? Yes. Help me, FG, to send them about 12,000 US dollars. Is that enough, brother, sister? Enough?
More, Master.
More than enough?
Yes.
Or you say more or more than enough?
It's more than enough, Master.
Okay.
Yeah, it's great money. For India.
Shukranji. Shukran.
Shukriya.
Shukriyan. Very good. Say hello to your husband, huh?
Sure, Master.
He's a good boy. You both have no problem anymore, right?
No, Master.
Say hello to your master, your previous master, or your still present master, okay? Once a master, always a master.
No, Master, you are our present Master.
Yes.
Forever.
Don't mind. Just say hello to him when you have chance to talk to him.
Actually, he wants to come and see you, Master. He asked us last time when we visited
He wants
India.
to see me?
Yes, Master.
Wow, please, welcome.
He wants to come and
anytime, we will treat him like a king if he comes. And he can talk here in my assembly and teach them something. Because he has been teaching you and made you good disciples. I am in debt to him. Tell him I am Sukrenji, Master Ji. Okay?
Thank you, Master.
Yes. It's not him who made trouble, it's the gods, the lower gods who think you should not go any higher. So after you reconcile with them, they let you free. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We have a problem because if we leave kindergarten, the kindergarten teacher, we should not look down upon them. We should always thank and remember them. Remember, I had a teacher when I was in primary school, and I always treated him like he was still my teacher.
Yes.
Not spiritually even, yeah?
Yes.
He passed away already. Bless his soul. He's in New Land. Bravo. He was so good. So humble. He treated me like a master then, after initiation. But I still treat him like a teacher. We're both very polite. So now you know, huh? Because there are more things behind those stories. I told you there are more things, okay? More things. But because I read that, the last story I read that is forbidden to transmit or to copy, or so I stop it. So if you want to read more of that, please buy this book, okay? Yeah. Called The God of Peace, Lord Mahavira. Bahut? Bahut acha. ठीक है? ठीक है? ठीक है? ठीक है. I know some Indian Hindu, but I didn't live there long enough. Didn't have enough time. I was busy helping the masters. And everybody speaks English there, you know, international ashram, just like here. Had no time to learn. I knew some, I forgot. I knew some Sanskrit, I also forgot. Yeah, all we need is English. English is all we need. It's easy to learn, easy to speak, easy to understand, huh? Okay. Next time we will reserve the VIP house for the monks and the nuns, so you'll be more warm and comfortable. It's just I'm too busy to think about all the conveniences that you don't have. You know, in the temple is more comfortable, of course. Whatever temples in Taiwan or Korea nowadays is a kind of modern, very comfortable. Yes. You don't think the monks and nuns have money because they come here. No, maybe that's all they have. Because I knew before, you know. I knew before. They expect that if I travel from Germany to Taiwan, I must have had money, but that was all I had. They put me in a hotel and I paid with my last money. Afterwards, the Vietnamese temple, you know, Master Thích Tịnh Hạnh, he took me in, yeah. They sent me there, so he had no choice anyway. Here I was already at the doorsteps. He was very kind, bless his soul. I help him, don't worry, yeah. I repay him more than you can imagine, huh? Okay. And then later I stayed at the Chinese temple. They all wanted me. Many Chinese temples, Taiwanese temples want me to stay with them. But I already stayed at the Vietnamese temple, so I came back. And later I went to America, stayed with a Chinese master, teacher, monk. Okay. You want to hear something from the Tripitaka? Yes. Yeah. This is from the Sutta, Nipāta. Okay? There are many, and in order to read to you, I sometimes have to scan the whole book to see which one is suitable for your wisdom before I dare to show it. Okay, this is a very interesting, so many things here are interesting. But there's some interesting things, yeah, okay, easy to listen to, easy to digest, huh? Okay, huh? Yeah. It's not something very profound or hard to understand, since you always love only bedtime stories anyway. And I'm finished with Lord Mahavira stories and other Buddhist stories, so I found something interesting in Nipāta, okay? The monks and nuns maybe know already, so I ask your permission to show off my very little knowledge about Buddhism in front of these ignoramus. Joking. You're wise. Wise, compassionate, good, beautiful. Yeah. There are the comparisons between the Buddha and a lay person. This lay person is a Cattleman, you know, the rancher. We call it nowadays rancher. I don't know how this conversation or this comparison came about. It just recorded in here and translated into English. This one allows you to read or copy or do whatever. It's typical Buddhist sutra. Thanks to Bhikkhu Thanissaro. The real name is Jeffrey de Graaf. I will try to find out if he's still with us and we make an offering. You guys help me, okay, if I forget. I already read the name of the publication and the Bhikkhu. Help me to make an offering to them, okay, huh? Yeah. Help me with $10,000 for the Bhikkhu. Oh, he's probably still alive because here's a copyright, Thanissaro Bhikkhu, 2016. So it's new. It's new. We thank him, yes, for his benevolent deed, taking his time to translate into English and print it for us to enjoy and to benefit the multitude. May the Buddhas bless you and keep you in Nirvana forever. Unless you want to come back and play with us, the ignoramus. Ignorant beings. I read it and I have picked some here for you. I marked it. There. I cannot read all of this now, but maybe another time, okay? Whenever we can. Now, this is a comparison between the Buddha and the cattleman, the rancher. It's not explained here how this comparison came about. Maybe just at random, some monks just thinking that why you have to be a monk, or what's the difference between the Buddha and any ordinary person. And they picked a cattleman, a man who has a herd of cows or oxen to take care of them, to use them to till the land, and to use them to make a living for himself, of course. So here the verse is to compare the two of them. The word enlightened one, word honored one, and the cattleman. Okay. First, the cattleman, as if they were speaking with each other, you know, like a conversation. Like the cattleman says something, and the Buddha says something else, like opposing it, yeah? How many of you know this? Nipāta, cattleman and Buddha? How many of you nuns and monks know? Did you have time to read this? No? Yes or no? No, huh? No time. Oh, it's a lot. Okay. No? 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 Okay. I also know. First time I read this. I read many other sutras, you know, those easy ones. Lotus Sutra, Amitabha Buddha, Medicine Buddha Sutra, Diamond Sutra, blah, 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 but not this. In Vietnam, we don't always have the chance to get hold of too many sutras. You know, maybe they have some in this temple and some in that temple, yes. And in the Western world, it's even less now. But some of the saintly people, like this Bhikkhu Thanissaro, they took their time, with the best interests of other beings at heart to translate, and sometimes explaining a little meaning here and there. So we definitely are very grateful to the great Bhikkhu, okay. Actually, recently I asked them to collect more of the Tripitaka for me. So they send them from I don't know where, different countries in a box. And I also don't always have time, thanks to you, to read. I just read in between my... It's bad. When you read the sutra, you have to read in front of the Buddha or quietly sit down, you know. But I had to read it sometimes between my sandwich. When else would I have time? Between my spoon of soup Oh, yeah, keep reading it, just to select them for you, huh? Yes. So now the first in conversation is Dhaniya, the Cattleman. Yeah, he could pick up any name, doesn't matter. Maybe Johnny Smith, from Texas. Yeah. Or Scotland or wherever, yeah? But it happened to be maybe in India. So the name is Dhaniya. The cattleman is his position. He has a lot of cattle. He raises cows to have milk, to graze the field for him and till the land. Before, that's all we had. We have oxen, we have cows to till the land, to plow the land in order to sow the seeds and make food and vegetables and grains. Yeah. Now, Dhaniya said about his proud position, Of course he's proud, he's independent. He has everything he needs, a lot of cattle. And cattle, they give birth to more cattle. Therefore, they become more and more prosperous due to that. People sometimes, they raise animals just to multiply them, like sheep or whatever. Yeah, they do that, yes. But in those days, no matter how many you raise, it could not be more than 100, or 200. And they go out in the fields to graze, Yeah. Not like in our modern civilized time, you cooked up in a small little pen and cannot even move around. And force them to give milk or have babies until they could stand no more or even have broken bones and stomachs falling out. Oh, God. I am sure many people who eat meat and drink milk or things, they do not know this. Otherwise, they would not want to. That's why it's our duty to spread the news, tell them to watch Cowspiracy, Earthlings, Dominion, these kinds of films to awaken their compassion and tell the truth, okay? So they know the truth. They will stop it. And that's how people are more and more vegan nowadays, because they are exposed more and more to the truth. They're truly poor people. They know nothing. This is a work of the Maya, to make people know nothing. And then they commit sin and then torture them. Like yesterday, your sister say she went to hell and saw some of the hell punishments, like people who eat meat or anything to do with meat, they will be ground, just like the way the beef is ground on our land, with a big machine coming from nowhere. You remember yesterday? These are the true things. Actually, it's not just her who knows about hell. Aren't you glad you're vegan now? Yes. Thank your master, no? No, thanks to all the masters who told you this, and you didn't listen until I came along. I say the same thing. I didn't say anything new, but you changed. And you didn't listen to the Buddha. Buddha also taught you to be vegan, make peace, no? Jesus taught the same. All masters taught the same. And why did you have to wait for me to come spoon feed you? And say, oh, correct, master, we vegan. Go be vegan now. Sorry, it's a calendar comes out by itself. Otherwise, I could read very fast again. I finished. And then I could go. It's just my destiny. I have to come talk to you. Before, I talked very little, very shy. Didn't say anything. One time when I was a very little girl, in a primary school, because I was a good student, excellent student. Top of the class, Yeah. So there's one American, or English, I can't remember. He spoke English anyway, came to visit our school. Yeah. Sometimes the director from the education department also came to visit us. They visit different schools, they do that. And then that day, one of the directors of the education department came to visit us and brought along one English-speaking Westerner. Yeah. And he came and asked me, how are you? I understood nothing, of course. But then the director translated. It's for me. I didn't even answer anything. I was too shell-shocked. Who is this guy? I never saw this kind of man before. All I saw in my district was just cows, the cow herds, farmers, my parents, my sister. I never saw a Westerner before. So I was just shocked and just standing there, saying nothing. Didn't answer at all. And they kept repeating again, didn't answer at all. Well, that's shy, okay? So shy, so shy. But I was always taken out of my shell to be introduced and even lent to another school to sing for that school, as if nobody else in the world knew how to sing. Oh, terrible. Yeah, I didn't sing all that well. I don't know why they keep borrowing me. Yeah. And I sing all right, but if you ask me anything, I didn't know how to answer. Yeah. No, so shy, And also, after being married, I never spoke much. Yeah. I told you already, I sat there listening to my ex's conversation with everybody else, and I wish I could speak some part like that. Not the whole thing, maybe, but a little part. I just could not say anything. I didn't know what to say. Yeah. And sometimes when I'm wrongly accused, I also don't know how to clear my name. I just take it. Even when I was in an ashram in India already and got some tiny enlightenment already. There was one time we were sitting, eating breakfast. Rarely that I could have some. Because sometimes they ate a lot, they eat all of it. When I came, it was done, It's only something they didn't like left over, maybe a little bit of salad or some uncooked bread or something. Half-baked chapati or what. So we were eating somehow. That day I was lucky, the cook was there and there were two Westerners with me. One was working together with me to help the master in that ashram, and another one was visiting disciples, of course, and we were sitting there and eating some chapati. Oh, it was delicious, always delicious. I was always hungry. When you have no responsibility, you are only a disciple, everything tastes delicious. And now even if they cook chapati for me, it doesn't taste the same anymore. Maybe the flour, or maybe who cooked it, or maybe I'm too full of other things in my head, and it goes to my stomach also, so it doesn't feel that tasty anymore. So we were sitting together and eating chapati, and it happened to be these potato-filled chapatis. Very tasty. Oh, lovely. At that time, now you cook for me, don't worry, I don't taste much. And then I ate only one. And the other colleague, spiritual colleague, ate one. And there were two left. And the visitor, he helped himself, He finished all to clean the plate for us. And then I don't know if my colleague saw it or not, if he want to clean a confession out of the visitor or not. He blamed me. He said, you're so small, but you eat a lot, huh? The last one you ate, huh? And I didn't know how to defend myself. I could have said, no, I didn't, but I didn't say anything. And in my mind, I was thinking, I don't want to embarrass the visitor. So I kept quiet. Zip. Yes. That's another time. In India and in New York, I was staying in a temple. I don't know if I told you all this before. Maybe I did. Pretend you didn't hear. I forgot. Forgive the old woman's memory. So one time, there was another female who lived in that temple at that time. She was a former nun from another temple, and then she disrobed herself and she came and stayed in this temple with me, with the master, of course. And then she sometimes cooked for us and etc., etc. And one time she did something wrong, very wrong. And the master thought it was me because I was supposed to do that work. I don't remember what. But he blamed me for that. Yeah, and he kind of remonstrated me. And I said nothing. I knew it's her. And she sat next to me. But I said nothing. I always worried that the other would get too embarrassed. Because I knew I didn't do it. So I felt good enough already. Why would I have to make the other feel bad? I wouldn't have felt any better. I already knew I didn't do it. So in my heart, I was clear and happy. So it didn't matter. Why would I have to make another person feel bad? Because that would make me feel better than I already do. Yeah, that's the reason. In my conscious mind, I think like that. It was not the first time, and many other times like that, and I'm happy to take the blame. I don't really care. Because in your heart, you know you didn't do it. It's not like a life and death matter or something. Yeah. But if it was for somebody else, I'd be too outspoken. Like in the temple, they have a flat board like that, and they smear some sticky kind of chemical. So all the cockroaches would be just hanging there by the back or the leg and could not move. Oh, I feel so bad, so bad. So I scolded the whole temple, including the abbot, the so-called master. And they could not say anything. First they said, it's just a little bit, it's not killing. I said, yeah. Talking about a little bit, how about sex, huh? Just a little bit of sex. Is it okay for you monks? And then, of course, they could not say anything. It's so quick. I was so quick and so sharp. Maybe I ate too much chili that day. Too sharp. So later the master, abbot said, oh, she's right. We won't do that again. I said, imagine it's you. Glue yourself to something and you cannot do anything. Oh, I was so mad. Because I feel so pained looking at that. Just imagine it's you, then you know what it is. Anything, just imagine it's you, then you know what to do. No need for anybody to teach you anything. Right? Even a little insect, a little cockroach, they feel. They're stuck there, helpless. Oh. Yeah, when it's for somebody else or some other being, I'm outright outspoken and fearless. But when it's for myself, I just sit there. I sometimes wonder why also. Why I was so courageous in some cases and so meek on many other occasions. I wonder myself. Oh, my God, my calendar. Yeah. Now, we really have to go back to India, okay? So the Cattleman, he was very proud of what he had and his possessions and his ability to be independent, to take care of himself and his family. Of course, man's pride is there, right? Yeah. He said this verse, the rice is cooked, my milking's done. I live with my people along the banks of the Mahi, one of the rivers, I guess, yeah. My hut is roofed, my fire lit. So if you want rain God, go ahead and rain. Meaning he feels so safe in his mundane achievements. He has everything he needs and security. Yeah, so that he proudly proclaimed that even if rain comes, he's not afraid. Go ahead and rain. Yeah, even challenging the rain god. It could even be wind god or, thunder god or typhoon god, whatever. Yeah, meaning he is too strong, too safe, too secure to worry about it. And now, the Buddha. The Buddha said no. They just said the Buddha and his column, yeah. Free from anger, my rigidity gone. I live for one night along the banks of the Mahi. My hut's roof is open, my fire out, no more fire. So if you want rain God, go ahead and rain. You see the difference between an enlightened one and the normal thinking people. For the normal people, they think, okay, I need a safe house with a roof. I need my cattle. I need my wife. I need my children. I need my servant or whatnot, huh? He has everything, yeah. To feel safe. Of course, in this world, you need to protect yourself from the elements. And of course, that's rightly so. But to be proud of it, the way he talked, it implies some little arrogance to me, yeah? Ego, like, look at me, huh? I am so good, huh? I got everything, yes. I know how to protect myself and my family and everything in this world. I am tough, okay? But the Buddha has the opposite. He has nothing. Even his hut, if he even had any hut, a roof, no roof. Maybe he meant he had no roof at all because there was no roof. So what kind of hut that has no roof? Meaning he just sat in the open air, like he sat under the Bodhi tree, for example, yeah? And then my rigidity gone. Means he is very flexible now, yeah. He got rid of all the concepts and all the prejudices and all the things that people cling to feel safe and sound. He needed nothing of that. They were all gone. Got rid of them all. Now he was so free. At the moment, we still cling on to something we like or not like, or prefer this, or must have this, or must have that. Then we are still in the frame, yeah, of Maya, in the control of Maya. Buddha has nothing. All his concepts, prejudices gone. So he was just free, very supple, very soft, very free, very just flowing. He lived for one night, meaning you never know what's tomorrow. He didn't care. To live for one night doesn't mean Buddha is dying tomorrow. Today your ego is lower, I can see that. Yes. No, actually, yes, it helps. You have less ego. You can concentrate better. Yeah? Sometimes I find that whenever I praise somebody, like I appreciate their work, in my sincerity, I thank them. And the next day they mess up. Oh, Master knows my worth. I am somebody. Even the Master praised me. Imagine, he want to even broadcast on SMTV even. Then he messed it up, yeah? So it's like maybe in the kitchen, that's why they mess up, you know? The sister who want to give me food, she crawl all over on top of my food, yeah, and my computer where I was working even, just to put food on the other side. Because the other side was empty, yeah. So I say, go to the other side, go on the other side. And instead of go behind me or go behind the divider through the kitchen to go out, there is a way to go out. Everybody can go on both sides to serve the people, because a lot of people, when they go on both sides to serve, not just one side. She didn't go. We didn't have enough room. At that time, I think there was a Vietnamese people, right? Vietnamese that day, right? Maybe Vietnamese or maybe Chinese elderly, yeah. And we have no room. Some people had to be turned out. So I told all the hufas to come sit around me. Just bring a small chair, sit around me, so other people can come in to sit with me, to sit in the kitchen. So instead of going around behind me to go to the other side, she went behind all the hufas and told them, move. She went in front of all the nuns and moved all the chairs of the hufas. Tried to thread her way in to go to the other side right in front of me, in front of all the nuns, and in front of the monks as well. She just had to have her way. Okay, I go to the other side, but you watch where I'm going. All the hufa had to move and click, crack, all the chairs and the nuns right in front of their food and everything. And just to put a spoon on my table, watch. The spoon, okay? She forgot the spoon or something, so she brought a new spoon. Then she put it there, okay, for example, on the table. And then she didn't like it, she put it there, and still didn't like it, move it, put it there, and still didn't like it, move it down there. I say, just go, please. Leave it and go. Really. I don't know if the Buddha had more patience, I don't. They eat it up every day, my patience. Everybody eats a little bit, and then my patient becomes like a skeleton. You understand? Good that I wear this kind of clothes. People think I am no good anyway, so nobody criticizes too much anymore. If I wear this kind of clothes, I better behave, you know. And monks and nuns all behaving, can't talk, can't move, cannot do anything. Even if you didn't do anything like the Buddha, just sat there When begging for food only, they still criticized and wanted to kill him. And Jesus didn't do anything harmful to anybody. They still wanted to kill him, etc., etc. Many other masters same. Telling you, this world is scary. Lucky that you're going with me. Huh? Who else would protect you here, right? Even the law, sometimes they make it wrong. Misunderstandings, prejudice. Yes. There was a man in America. He sued the court or sued the legal system because they were prejudiced against him because of his name. His name was Rob Bank. Yeah, Robert. Mr. Bank. Robert, and they sometimes say Rob, yeah? And his name was Rob Bank. They judge him, yeah? Pass the wrong sentence, or prejudice sentence, yes. What a name, huh? Couldn't you find a better name for the kid? Poor kid. It should have blamed the parents, you know? There's so billions of names. Why give him such a name, a combination? Poor thing. It's a true story, no? Now, to live for one night doesn't mean the Buddha thinks that he will die tomorrow. Why does he say that? I live for one night. Could anybody explain to me? It's a time for the exam.
He's living in the present moment.
It's true, yes. Meaning you live your best as if you are dying tomorrow. That's why I always tell you, whatever you do, give it your all. Do your best. As if it's the first thing that you ever have the honor to do, the most honorable and the first thing ever you get a chance to do, and as if it's the last thing you ever can. That is what it is. Yes. So the Buddha say, I live for one night. I love this sentence. You live for one night? Maybe you do with your children, your husband, your wives, your girlfriend, boyfriend. Don't think you should. So after this you go home, huh? Live again, huh? I like that very much. Along the banks of the Mahi, meaning he had nothing. So that means when he say my roof is open, it means he lived in the open air, just on the bank of the river. Nothing at all, no roof, no walls, no hut. So he say my hut's roof is open, my fire out. He doesn't even have fire to warm himself. Maybe he had some before, but it's out by now. So he say rain God, if you want to rain, just rain. He couldn't care less, not afraid. This is a kind of fearless life, you understand? Fearless life. Many yogis live like that in India still, with this kind of spirit, fearless, spiritual yogis, truly like that. Yes. One master, I forgot his name. He's written one book about his life. He's not like a monk or anything, but he was all for spiritual practice. I read his book, I just forgot his name. Anyway, it couldn't be his real name, you understand, like Swami this and that, or Baba this, or Babu this, yeah, the reverent name. People, the disciples give it to him. And I don't think he's the one who wrote the book. They just wrote it after he told them in discourses, and then they even credited it to his name. Say, spoken by Master so-and-so, written by Master so-and-so, and edited by Master and-so. They just offered their work to the Master. Doesn't mean the Master has written that book or printed that book. It could be in some cases, but not this case. The tone of the book is not like a master because it sounds like too proud. So the disciples wrote it, and because they respect the master, they put a pinch of, worthy reverence in it, yeah, as usual. So now the Cattleman say again, no mosquitoes or gadflies are to be found. Well, his house is very safe. Wait a minute. The cows range in the marshy meadow, where the grasses flourish. Means his cows also are in a safe place. There's a lot of grasses that grow very lushly and tall. So everything is perfect anyway. Even no mosquitoes there. He lives in a safe place. Maybe a cooler place. So they don't even disturb the cows. The cows are munching their grass in the lush meadow even. How more perfect can it be? The grasses flourish even. It's nice poetry, eh? We will never hear anybody writing like the grass is flourish, eh? Very poetic. They could stand the rain if it came. Yeah. The cows are not worried about the rain because they're eating well. Yeah. So if you want rain God, go ahead and rain. It's challenging. Meaning if you're just too safe, too confident, just like you guys always. Master takes care. Master knows everything. Master does everything for me. No problem. What a life, huh? Yeah, good luck. Why is that? Huh? Why is it that you take in your money by yourself? You cook the food and eat by yourself. Eh? And you have your beloved husband or wife with you by yourself. But anything hard, Master will do it. Huh? Why? Did you pay me any money? Huh? No. Some people go to the extreme. Master, wake me up in the morning. On time. Master, my car has no more gasoline. Please fill it. Now. Yeah, it's the true story. No, you know, you heard it over the years. Yeah? As if they're disabled or something. You are my disciple, not disabled. Oh, dear God. What kind of master who does everything? Huh? So, now the Buddha. The Buddha say, a raft well made has been lashed together. Having crossed over, gone to the far shore, I have subdued the flood. No need for a raft is to be found. It just talk in parable, you know, in riddle. A raft well made, meaning he has a spiritual method to practice so that he can cross over the sea of existence. So gone to the far shore doesn't mean only the river shore or the seashore. I have subdued the flood inside you, or the passion, or the emotion, or the mental gymnast, or the desire, that is not conducive to your upliftment. He has subdued them all. So no need for a raft is to be found. He doesn't even need it. Or maybe he has it, he crossed over already, and now he's free. He doesn't even need to practice. He doesn't need any method. It's just natural. It becomes natural to him, like sitting, sleeping, eating, working, resting is all Zen. So you can see the worldly people, they rely on so many things in order to feel secure and safe, and they think that is the best thing. But that's not forever. It should be like the Buddha, until he needs no more raft even, and still feel safe.